G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of the Dyson Sphere Program. Now I'm standing next to the Interplanetary Logistics Station, the one we have on our home base planet. And what we were discovering at the end of last episode is that this high-grade silicon, well, let's call them, I think I'm just going to call them silicon ingots due to their shape, these guys, high-grade silicon or high-purity silicon. This stuff here was sitting down at 0 and we had quite a supply problem on the lava planet. In between episodes I had a bit of a think about things and I actually started a project that I probably should have started in this episode. So what I'm going to do is show you what I've built and we'll upscale it. So let you enjoy the Stitch Up intro and I'll see you in just a sec. Rightio, so let's have a quick look at the star map, and what we decided is in our little solar system, here's our gas giant, here's us Malifane 4, gas giants the 3, but then we've got two other planets going around. Malifane 1 is our lava planet, and this one here is where we're grabbing the silicon, and we're making the two silicon products and bringing them back. The silicon diamonds, no problem, the high-grade silicon ingots, big problem. So what I discovered was on Malifane 2, the other planets. This is the one that kind of looks a bit like Earth's moon. It's very, very sort of barren desert, as it's described here, but it's got silicon ore. Now, the problem with this one is there's no coal, so you can't burn a coal power station or, energized graphite power station, anything like that, and there's no wind. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and set up a solar array, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I think that's our only option, apart from importing in maybe some power, but I think that will be quite cyclical, so I'm not too sure about that. So we're going to fly out there. What I've done in the meantime, I just have a look at these lovely tackers. Look at them. I mean, that Dyson swarm, that external one we set up, that's quite big. That's quite a large one. So that'll take lots of swarms as well. So that's the other thing. This will be denser. I think it still sends to them, even regardless of their size. But I imagine, because it's all about how long they last and how much energy they send back. But yeah, how cool. Okay, so we'll kick on. We're going to fly out to the non-lava planets. Now, let me just check. So actually, should we just call it by its correct name? I think we probably should actually. Yes, let's do so. So Malifane 2, and it's right near us as well. It's actually really near us. And we have got, by the way, all these solar ones, 120 solar, so we might drop all those out today. I've got a few more smelters, lots of belts if we need them, graphene, and also products to make stuff if we need those as well. So yeah, when we get back, we might do a bit of a tidy up and get rid of some of this stuff, but in the meantime, let's fly out to that planet Malifane 2 and enjoy ourselves. Okay, so we go up, and then we just got to find it. I think that's the black hole. Ooh, Malifane 2, there it is. Rightio, so let's line up with it. It's right there, being sort of grabbed by the gravitational pull at the moment. Okay, we're lined up. Let's boost, and I'm going to see if I can get to about 1800 here. Meters per second. Yeah, we are boosting. In fact, I don't need to go any faster. Let's just land, and we land. That's a crash landing and a half. So close. So we're very close to this one. Rightio. So let's go and see. I think our arrays are directly behind us at 6 o'clock. Yep, I think they're down here. So on this one, yeah, here we go. There's some signs of intelligent life up there. The dark side of the moon as well. Okay, so we've got power. Power issues up the yin yang. Well, solar power in the dark side of the moon, that would definitely happen. What we could do here is we could set up a couple of solar arrays in different spots of the planet so that at any one time, maybe they'll be getting their power. So I think over here, yeah, if we have a look over here, you can see there, this is just out of reach. So what we might do is, for power, in fact, let's jump on the ground and let's get rid of these guys. Yeah, I might just start deleting a bit of this and just get myself a little organization here. What do we got there? These guys are good. I might keep that and get rid of all these ones actually. I don't think there's a mass delete button, is there? Hold shift. Hold shift. Chain dismantle. I think you can do that with conveyor belts, but not with those. Right, we've got plenty of these guys together, so let's just get a few of those, and we'll put them so they all connect in first. So we we know they are all connected. Now, when we're at the dark side of the moon, then I noticed that over here it was in the light. So what we might do is just head over here. How many of these we got? 30. That's good. Okay, so we'll just head over here. And we'll get a solar array going on, but let's put it more out. So I think I'm putting these way too close together. Yeah. I think this could be a good spot to have the first solar array, so that could be nice. So 120 of these, so we might put in 40 or so, and then put another 40 in as well. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, that'll give me my array of 40, won't it? It will. And then accumulators. Now I'm not sure about the accumulator technology and how that works. So what we might do here, I want these networks all connected in with each other at least. But we'll set up, I think I built some accumulators. I'm going to have 3 arrays here. Oop, that's not correct. I'm going to have 3 arrays. So there's your 40. Yeah, and then what we might do as well, I don't know if I need the accumulators to be out here, but let's set them up. If I go here, the accumulators look like the fractionators. Where are they? Accumulators. There they are. I've got 7 of those, so I can put 2. Let me see. Where do I put it? Where do I put it? Where do I put it? Let me just jump out of that. Yep. Okay. Do I put an accumulator here and here? And those guys just connect into the network. And in fact, let's do the extra accumulator here. All right, and then that's that. Now, so that's this array. Let's go to map and have a look. So, wish I could see what it does say. There's a winter zone. Where do I put the next array? I think I should possibly put it up here. So at least, you'd think one of these 2 sides would be always. I think I need to put them well and truly away. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do this. Let's go like this. Let's go up here. And then this way we might... Now I might see if I can get these as far as possible before I get the connections. I'll do them at fairly high mode here. Some sort of godly mode. Not God mode actual, but yeah, so let's just get away a fair bit. I mean, everything we've got on this planet is to be used up, so let's is available for use during this build. Yeah, so I guess with this one, this will be our second supply, so then we should have lots of ships bringing into here as well, because as we up the research, and I need to queue up some research, but as we up that research, we might find 16 left. We might find, hang on, where am I now? So where am I? So the first one is here and the array is there. The second one is here. I'm just going to put it here. This is weird because it's in the dark now, so that is a strange little place to put it, but I'm going to pop that there, and we're going to try and hedge our bets with these guys. But I suspect that even with the array that I had, things are working okay, because our other supply went it went up to its 10,000 goal. So I kind of think it's okay. I think there's intermittent power, and that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think there's intermittent power, and it powers and supplies, then it drops off, and I think that's what's been happening. But the ships still come to visit, and they still come to top it up. And in that little time, because literally I literally built it just recently, and it's haven't even let the game run. I've just been tinkering on home base, and it's supplied up to 9,000 or 8,500 of the units, so that's all pretty good. Okay, let's grab ourselves these guys, and we'll put these guys in say here, and they're connected into the network. And that'll be good. Okay, so that's them. Now, where's the next place we're going to fly to? I think if we did this, I wonder if we should just linearize this away. Should I be looking at where... well, we know the sun. Where is the sun coming up? Let me see. Can I go here? And am I got enough of it? Yeah, there we go. So the sun now is going... The shadows are coming this way, which means the sun is coming up this way and moving across. So we know it's coming from up here. So let's go where the sun's coming from, because it's now heading to the other array. So that's all pretty good. And if we have a look, yeah, we're getting a bit in there. I don't know what's happening with the accumulators. Let's see if we can see. The accumulators are starting to power up, so these guys will get their power. And look at that. They'll just, yeah. And there's 3 of them, so once they've got that, they'll get accumulated. And that's 27, 28. What's this? Megawatts, and this is megajoules. So that's interesting. I don't understand any of this. Okay, where's the sun coming from again? The sun is coming from there, so we're going to actually go this way. And we're going to head a fair way away. How many power poles have we got left? 16. Let's go to... no, we can't do map mode, but we can do fly mode with the power poles, can't we? We can, yes. So let's go onto this belt here. I don't know what this belt is. Oh, I don't need this to be too even. And in fact, I probably shouldn't be wasting the mecha energy, but I am. Let's just do this like this. Get him away. Yep. Yeah, let's go through the crater. And over here. Okay, so we'll put this next array over here. This will be quite good. These connected? Yep. And we'll put him, say, there. Okay. Okay, let's grab some terrain. Let's jump back down to grade. And then we'll grab our... these guys, and we'll put these out. So we want basically 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and 8, and then over here should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that? I feel like I'm... yeah, I'm actually spacing out away there, so that's... no, I think it's okay. I think it's getting there. I don't just think it's just... we might be close to one of the poles at this point, so... yeah, let's see. This is too close. Ooh, too close. Too close. Yeah, these are not going to be even. But anyway, let's just get them out. That's fine. So this will be that. And we had a problem with that last one. Grabbing the shift click is nice. As Catherine would say, life is good. when we can shift click. Okay, that's brilliant. And okay, now we want to put the accumulators out. Jumping in here, hit the little tidy up, and drop in the 2 accumulators remaining. And that's pretty good. I like that. Let's put him there, and let's put the next one there. So they should so-called accumulate, and we'll see whether or not, because this is in the dark now, if you notice that. Let's go back here. Second patch is in the dark. If third patch is in the dark, then this whole experiment's just gone belly up. Let's just see, actually. Actually, third patch is not. Third patch is in the light. Okay, so that little system seems to be working. And I believe the system's running. Now, it's not the biggest system. Let's have a look here. Let's go and have a look. So, let's see. We're at 8,255. They're taking away, I think, 600 per sortie now as well. And attached to this, I seem to have 3. Can I have any more? I've got now 6. And I'm hoping... but I think it's how many are attached to the other one. back on home base planet. So let's just leave this, and this is great though. We've got a big supply, but I think it's all pretty good. So if we have a look here, the only thing I'm doing here, so what I'm doing, let's look at the system. Yeah, we got one vein only. Yep, and I think I've got 2 veins on this whole planet. Yeah, I'm sure I've got a second vein. So I've got one here, and then on the other side I've got this one here. Now this is built here so that I can tap this, and if need be, tap into this as well. But at the moment I'm only tapping one of them. I really thought I'd have to come here and beef it up, but I've already got all my supply. Power is all power in is jacking it in already. Are you actually over any nodes? Have you? Oh yeah, you're over a couple of those, but I think you've exhausted the ones you're on. So these are shallow veins, I believe, or that part of it at least. But it's funny, we're running on low power, they're still giving that, and these guys are still supplying. So I think it's intermittent power. The red isn't flashing, so it's intermittent. So we'll see about this. What I also did is beefed up on the lava planet as well and didn't overflow. So for the ones for the green diamonds, the raw product flows in to make these bars, but then these bars, they flow along to make the diamonds, and if they don't get captured by however many machines need to make the diamonds, the green diamonds, these ones, then they then flow back around and get put into here. So there's like an anything overflow. So it takes what it needs and anything extra goes into this. So that's quite nice. Maybe we'll fly home via there and just have a little look at it. But this is lovely. These are all good. I mean, these guys at the end are not really getting anything, so I think that's because we haven't got a full belt. So it's not running amazingly. But I don't know whether I need to up it, because this is, look at that, this is really maxing out. And I think what we need now is to go back and put some research on, and then we'll really test the system, because at the moment nothing's going through the system. So once the research is on, oh, we don't need to go back home to do that. We can do that here. So let's put something on. Let's get, what do we got? This could be good, yeah. Vertical launching silo, that requires those guys. The quantum chip actually could be nice, because that's purple but not yellow, and it's 800 of each. And I think, okay, that might just be something you need to get to here. Quantum printing and gravity matrix. To unlock the green would need to do this anyway, so that's all right. So we'll do that, and then we'll be there. Oh, look at this, it's flying through it. We must have stockpiled heaps of this. Okay, let's wait till this gets back down. I don't know if it's going to hit 0, but that is plummeting, which is really good. In the meantime, let's jump onto upgrades and look at what we could queue up next. Universal exploration requires the green, and that's going interstellar. Mecha core requires a green, level 5. Mechanical frame seems pretty good. I think that could be a good one to queue up in a sec. Communications control unlocks another 2 drones. Yes, please. I'm going to do it right now. This is getting down to 0 as well, so we must have stockpiled the purples. Energy circuits 2000, but no purple. So I want to. I don't want to do that, because I want the purple to be coming in. And another drone engine could be very good. So this is about to be completed. We really did stockpile 600 purples. And now it's flying through the next one as well. Okay, so that's that. So I want this to get back down to its just usual production, and now it's hit it. So I'm going to queue up the extra drone engine, and that's going to queue up quite a bit, because you need 1,000 of each of these, and then on this one you need 1,200 of each of these. And it's the 4 and it's the 4, so quite a bit. Lovely, very nice. Oh, we can actually just have a quick look here. Quantum printing. We can do that, and this one will need the green ionosphere. Oh, I think this one's actually grabbing stuff from the gas giant. Maybe. I think I've actually got access to get stuff from the gas giant. Once I got these ray receivers, I think I got that. Just need to work out how to do that. Right. So this is a regular speed now, so nothing's stockpiled. So now that we've done that, and now this is all in, look at that, it's all in there, in the sun. Maybe I should build up here. What do we got here? So we're producing capacities 26 and we only want 5. So I think it's all pretty good. This guy here will just charge up and stay charged. He needs a bit of charge to keep going, but he's pretty good on power even though he's massive. And he recharges the drones as they come in as well, so we must be careful of that. It seems that research was stopping, but it's now going again. So there's, I think that's dependent on how many of these are coming back to home base planet. But what we will do here is let's grab ourselves better lines than this because we want this to be a little bit nicer. So I might actually grab this and get rid, and then let's do let's go like this slightly. Yep. And then let's see if we can put another one in here. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's get those 4. So let's see if we can get a full line out of this. Rightio. So we click in here, and then we'll go. Yeah, let's do this. Why not? Don't need to make everything perfect on this one. Okay, let's see how these guys operate, and hopefully we don't get a power supply down. At the moment, we're 4 short. This array here has, and that looks pretty full. This array has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then goes down to low power. Okay, so the power's the problem now, but not the supply. But what we could do now is, I think the best thing we could do is put a few buffer boxes in so this whole thing can keep producing even when this is full. And then, because in transit now we've got nothing, and I'm hoping we'll have to fly back to home base, because I would have thought, see, things are starting, but we must be full back home. So I might put a couple of buffer chests back home. I'm going to put a couple of buffer chests here, and we'll see about all that as well. I think that could be a very good thing. And I have a feeling we should put buffer chests here, going from the supply as well. But let's just see this. Let's just see about this. This might be a good little spot to put these guys. So let's do this. Now I don't want to do ridiculous buffer chest, but well, for science production the buffer chest was an error I think I've made. But for these guys, for these products that can be stockpiled, I think quite safely, I think it's good. And I talked about that in the last episode, why I think the stockpiling of my goods has led me to a false sense that everything's working beautifully. So I do like the idea of putting 2 of those and then just going and putting 2 of these here. Trim, power, and yeah, that would work. Yeah, so that would be good. And so I see no harm in putting a second, and possibly a third. Yeah, so that way at least it's always producing. Production happens, it stockpiles, and then these guys worry about shipping home. This guy here, if we have a look at him, he can hold 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 10, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, so 6,000. So he holds, if that's correct, it's 24,000 in here, and then this guy's 10,000. So that's quite a supply actually. So if that's the case, I think we're pretty good. I'll probably go down to 2 chests, but we'll leave it at that. I'm not going to up this, and in fact everything is working beautifully now that power is back, and also these guys are happening nicely. Generation capacity is 13, so I think our 3 arrays are kind of good. I think that's all pretty good. I don't think there's anything else to do here. I think we're all pretty good. In transit's nothing because nothing's being requested. This all looks correct. It's just processing. Let's go back home and have a look at everything. Okay, do we want to do that, or do we want to head back to the lava planet and just have a look there? I think we should. Let's do that. Let's head back to our lava planets. There it is. No, is that us? Malifane 3. Where am I? 2, 3, 4. Oh god. I really need to work out what planet is what. Malifane 3. That's our home base. That's a gas giant. So now I just need to get... sorry, that is us, isn't it? Yes. So where are we? That's us. This is the one we're on. There's the whole... Yep. So where is this? Can we just go back here and land? Great. Okay, star map, please. Event map again. Yep. No, it's a map here. Star map. Oop. It's just map, not, I need star map mode, not map mode. Yeah, so 3 and 4 are us, 2, okay, I need 1, so close towards the sun. That's what I should do, take a reference of where it is in relation to the sun. So if we fly up and hit the space bar, look for the sun, here it is, and we should see our one there. So there it is. Lovely, lock on and hit it. Alright, what's it gonna? There we go. Watching the speed go up, watching the power go down. We're flying in, so we're going to fly through the swarm here as well. Probably aim for about, I think I'll aim for 1500 in speed here. Oh, Jesus, okay, I'm on 2000, so I need to be bang on with where I'm going, because any overshot, he'll really fly past. Yep. Bang. Okay, that's nice. So that was a nice quick trip. And let's head towards Connor Beach. Right, here we go. Cool. Oh yes, this is good. So I can show you actually where everything is going. So this is nice. Right, so here's our logistics station up there. There's our 2 lines. Let's just have a look. And we've got on the inner line here, we've got the diamonds, these guys, and the outer line we've got the one we're after, the silicon. So products come out of the out of the one area there, and in addition there's another vein up here that I've tapped, and they come out of there as well. So products for here queue into one and go into a sorter. They then go into 2 different ways. So they will, first of all, what they'll do is this one basically supplies these guys. So what happens here is, and then the other vein supplies the purity line there. So basically these come into the sorter first, go straight through, and I'll tell you about the overflow in a sec, but the other ones come in here and they get into these guys and then straight onto a line and back into this. I think we did all this on camera, so in a previous episode. But then this is what I was talking about, anything it doesn't get grabbed, because this line here backs up and this is well overproduced. So anything that gets produced by these guys with a direct line, they then supply into the overflow, it comes over the bridge, and it then supplies into here and gets onto the line of production. And so it's not the raw product, it's the first level high grade silicon. Out of here, this splits, and what happens here, it goes into just a little loop, and the idea of this loop is if it backs up, it no longer splits. It'll just send them forward, so it's a small loop. And what I've done there is I've got a very, very big line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say 12, about 18 or 20 of these guys, the smelters, and I'm cutting in here. So half of them being supplied directly from the veins, and half of them from this other system that I've got going over here, and that then supplies into here. And if you have a look now, everyone's producing except for those last 2. And that's fine. In fact, they're intermittent, those last 2. He is, and then he isn't. So yeah, that's pretty good. And you can see there now, between this and the moon-based planets, that this line is now moving. And so that means, the fact that that line is moving means that my home-based planet is receiving the product and is stockpiling it in some way, because science is moving along just nicely. And I'll have a look at the internal storage here, and we're looking at 600 in transports. This, at the start of this episode, that was around 2000 in transport, so we were still getting the stock level up. That's what's in transit, the little bar up here, the rest is stockpiling. So between the 2 planets, I think we found a really good balance, so that's lovely. Okay, really need to just charge up. Yep. Ooh, let me just walk back here, zoom out a bit. This is where we set up the titanium originally. So I'll quickly charge up with these guys, and we will fly back to home base. Malafine 3. And that'll be that, and we'll have a look. Okay, that's enough. Okay, let's fly up, jump up, and there we go. Malafine 3. Oh, I said it wrong again. Malafine 3. Oh, you can actually see the Dyson swarms coming out of it as well. That's a good one. If they're firing at that time, that's a good one to help you to get to where you're going. Hit the tab button then, but I don't think I needed the tab button. I don't have... I've accidentally knocked the caps lock, and that's the drive, the warp drive. I don't have any of those. Let's head for the correct planet there. Get the speed right up. Yeah, these Dyson swarms are really kicking in. Doing really well. Might go have a look at the swarm array. I've redesigned that a little bit just for extra capacity. Just going to realign myself there with flight here because I think the gas giant's going to pull us in a tiny bit. Logistics vessels are coming out. Come on. Oh, God. Yeah, we sort of... We were very close and then we missed it. Right, we need to grab ourselves some of these. Thank you very much. Okay, so you'll recharge. You're all good. Okay, what is next? Let's go and see. So I think we are over close to this. Is our science? Yeah, science array. So we can have a look there. And if I have a look from the back, purple science is just flowing in. Look at these drones bringing in purple science and topping up. So I think every time it brings in, it just grabs that amount of purple science and just brings them in. So that's all pretty good. Does it tell me how many it's got? It doesn't. But this guy is dropping off 14 in transit, and then there's another one, and then there's another one, and they just keep working. So that kind of works. Those guys are just doing it. Don't know why they're grabbing such small amounts. Maybe that's just the size of them. That's just how much they take. But if that's the case, look at that. Since we've been here, these purple drones are just nicely spacing out, dropping, going back. So that's all pretty good. That definitely means we can get over here and have a look at purple. Yep, look how intermittent it is. Nice little gap. We should see another one directly behind it. That means these guys are spacing out beautifully. There it is. And there's the one behind that as well. So he's like planes queuing up. Very good. So they space out lovely. That is a really nice mechanic of this game, just watching those guys. I didn't think I'd use planetary logistics, but watching those guys move stuff just in that organized way is really good. Okay, looking at the array here, here's the high-grade silicon that comes in. Sorry, here's the high-grade silicon that comes in. Yep. And it seems like everything is backlogged here well and truly. So it must be our chemical plant that isn't keeping up with this. There's that. Yep, so these guys, those are the processors. One half of the purple science, that's fine. It does look like we've got issues here though. While I'm just there, I have been going around the entire base and upgrading every single bit of this orange belts. So keep an eye out for those. They shouldn't be round. Looks like 5 of the machines are flying and the rest of them are not. And that looks like this, is it titanium alloy? Carbon nanotube, even better. Carbon nanotube is not really doing very well. Your problem is the graphene. Half the graphene goes to here, and that goes off to this, and I had set this at a limit actually, because half the graphene goes into here and gets used over there to make the solar sails. But it sounds like that's backlogged as well, because I've got a lot of things making the solar sails. That's fine if it backlogs, because everything should go this way now. But it looks like our graphene production is lacking. If I go and put in more graphene, what do you got here? To make graphene, you've got 2 products. And it looks like it's energetic graphite that's lacking. Wow, and you come in. Now that's interesting, because that's one thing that I know I can supply. So what's happening here? Are you sending it that way? Yeah. You want energetic graphite as well. So half of it's going to plastic, but that's backlogged. And the rest of it is going to here. So energetic graphite is really letting us down a little bit here. And I believe that's one thing that shouldn't be slow. Wow, okay. Let's have a look at this. Energetic graphite. This should be heave-ho. Let me have a look. Yeah, look at the size of this. Look at the size of this one as well. It's ridiculous. Well, I could actually sort it out there. I could do that actually, because so half of it can go into making power, but the other half can get onto this line, and this can start using it from there. That would be a solution. The other thing is, once we get into the energetic graphite, I mean, this is a record-breaking belt. Look at this. You've got a stockpile chest here. I think what we did here with this... what are you? What are you? Oh, you're just taking in extra of that, are you? Extra raw products into the main bus. Yeah, I think here our problem was... What was our problem? Yeah, our problem was just one line. So here's the energetic graphite situation. We've got these 6 guys, 2 of them getting into this belt, 2 of them into this belt, and the other 2 getting into this belt, but they don't go anywhere. So I think what we could do to fix this here, rather than using the overflow, we can simply put yeah, we can simply do this. Actually, we can do this quite well. Let's just jump on the ground. We can do this really well. Let's do this. Let's go like this, and let's go like this, and just oh, I hit control, but I want to get rid of that. Then let's merge these 2 guys together. So they should go forward to be a full line. And now the small smelting array that I have here should now be fully supplied, and everyone should be taking products. Yep, last one should be getting it. And then let's see whether or not that is capable of filling the belts. It isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 of those, so that's nice. So what we might do is, yeah, let's just do a couple of things here. Actually, let's grab a few more of these. So where's the line? I'll do it here, I think. Yeah, 1, 2. Actually, sorry, jump out of that. Should be using the keys for everything as much as I can. Oh yes, I copied it with the recipe, so that's good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's a weird way for it to come along, actually, but let's just leave it like that because that'll be fine. So let's do this. And is that gonna go closer? Yeah, that is close enough. Thank you very much. Yeah, right. So you're going to be going to here. And then let's do this going out this way, actually. Let's do that. And then let's get him going in. And you can merge here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go from here. And we want the fast inserters, please. And grab these guys. So here. 4. Okay. So we'll see if this gets us a full line. I suspect not, to sound a bit like Cersei then, but I do suspect that won't do that. We'll have a look at it once it gets up to capacity. Grab ourselves a bit of power, and ooh, we need to make a bit of these powers, do we? We do. Thank you. I really should invest in something in the mall with that sort of situation. Some power. Okay, so let's see. In case I want to expand, let's do this, this, and this. That covers everything. So that does everything on the array. Once that gets going, the product will fire into all 10, hopefully. 10 seems to be good with these belts. And that gives us double the capacity there. Because what we want is this being a full line. And we have a better line there. There's a stockpile here, but it should be... Are we bringing out? No, we're not bringing out as much as we could. So let me do this. Yeah, let me just do that. So at least the capacity going in matches the capacity going out. Now, that's where we're at. So that belt there is exactly where we're at. So I wonder if I could fill this. I'm making this a full belt. Don't forget, when purple production stops, this will stockpile, but I think that's a better little upgrade. I think that's pretty good. I can go ahead and put, I want to see what the maximum I can get here is for these guys. Should I put an extra 1, 2? This will bring it to 12, and we'll see. Yeah, let's do that. We're just going to do this one then, and then do this. Let's do that, in case we ever... Okay, trim, and wait for them to fire up. and then we should be good. Ooh, hang on. We would be good if we actually finish the line. Let's do that. I mean, that tree's kind of in the way, isn't it? Yeah. Get rid of this tree. Should be nice and quick. Okay, so it's stockpiling up there from the reserves inside the smelters. Let's wait for it to clear out a bit. This full line is a false. It's a red herring, I should say. Yeah, I think regular production should be. Let's have a look here. So these guys have 12 in the line now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And the last one, the 12th machine, and the 11th is intermittent. The 12th is not getting. So that's the capacity of the lines. 10 of these smelters seems the capacity of this Mark II belt. We do need to look at Mark III belts, but I actually don't know if we do need to look at Mark III belts, to be honest. I got Mark III inserters, but yeah, this is good. Okay, cool. So that is great. We'll follow the graphene line all the way back home because it's going to take us there, and it's nice. And we fly pretty fast as well at the moment. Hydrogen overflow. What have we got there? Ooh, let's see. Here we go. Back into the chemical plant here. Plastic line's not taking anything, but this is the line we've just improved. So here's the business end of the line, and we can see here, I don't think the new product has got here yet. I think it's got so far to come. I think we're looking at the old supply there, so I think if we just wait a little bit, then this will fill up. And I think at the moment, let's see at where it's getting through to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then units 6 through to 10 not getting supplied with energetic graphite. So that's exactly half. So we would imagine that these guys, and they're obviously giving 2 each. Yep, are they? Yeah, 2 each. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that would go from 10 to 20 being supplied. So every little bunch would be doubled, and then these guys would be happily supplied. Now, notably here, these are getting supplied 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 is, but 5, 6, and 7 are not. And I've got room to expand that line as well. So I'm thinking that once we get going, we expand the line. Yeah, because every time I don't record and I tinker, I try and turn the science off. And keep the science on for most of when I'm recording, but the problem is, again, this backlogs into those chests, and the whole system takes a while to go dormant and then fire up again. But yeah, that's the nature of recording this series around episode. I mean, we must be looking at episode at the moment 30 or so. I'm so far behind in editing. I think I'm just published episode 15 recently. But yeah, anyway. Okay, I'm going to leave the episode here. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to Stitch Up, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.